Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 195 for Saturday, August 15th, 2009. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is District 9. This film is directed by Neil Blomkamp. It's produced by Peter Jackson. It stars a bunch of people you probably never heard of. The main actor's name is Sharlto Copley. He's a South African actor. You would have probably never heard of any of the people in this film before, but that doesn't matter. District 9 is basically the story about an alien ship that lands and hovers over Johannesburg, South Africa, and it stays there, and the people of South Africa basically keep them in these kind of concentration camps. They keep them isolated from the rest of society. They don't want them out. They think that they're hostile, they don't know what they want. They just want to go home, but we want to keep them there and study them. And tunes kind of change after some events transpire, which I won't give away because the trailers doesn't give it away, which I was very pleased with. District 9 is probably the coolest blockbuster that I have seen all year, and that in my eyes beats out Star Trek. Star Trek was probably my favorite before this. This beats Star Trek in my eyes. And I think what sets District 9 apart from the other big budget films of the summer, like Transformers 2, like G.I. Joe, like Terminator, all that sort of thing, I would probably even say Star Trek, because Star Trek is just a very well-made type of film. I think that District 9, what sets it apart is that it actually says something, and it's saying something about xenophobia and about racism and stuff. Although those tones are they're not drowning out, you know, the action or that type of your enjoyment of the film. I feel that it is making a statement about that sort of thing, which I think is really cool. And on top of that, there are badass action sequences. The last 20 minutes of this film are pretty much all action, and they're not over-the-top, crazy Michael Bay Transformers 2 final 30 minutes, but it doesn't need to be, and the subtleties that it uses and the small glimpses of coolness that it kind of shows you really works for the film, I think. The directing and the acting are both top-notch. Sharlto Copley does a really tremendous job as this guy who at first we kind of dislike him and hate him, and then we kind of go on to like his character and feel a lot of sympathy for him and everything that goes on. And I think that shows the big strength of the writing and the directing. Watching this, I couldn't help but feel giddy and a little sad that Neil Blomkamp got the Halo project taken away from him, because watching this movie, if you play Halo at all, you would be like, this guy could direct a Halo movie, and he directs the hell out of District 9. It's phenomenal. A lot of the beginning is shot documentary style through interviews and shaky cam. Towards the end of the film, it takes a more traditional approach to camera work, but all very cool stuff. And I think what's really cool about it is that it's almost saying that this is what we would do as Americans, as people in South Africa, as just human beings. We would test these aliens. We wouldn't just be like, oh, let's fight these aliens for no reason. And I think the one cool thing, if I could mention one last thing about District 9, is it's the first kind of alien film, maybe since E.T., where you as the audience member care more about the aliens than the human beings, I think. And by that I mean you're rooting more for the aliens than you are for the actual people. You kind of see the humans as the enemy and the aliens as the good guys, which I think is really cool. I think the ending of this film is pitch perfect. I like pretty much everything there is to like about this film. I give District 9 a very solid and enthusiastic 4.5 out of 5. I really hope that it gets the recognition it deserves, even though there's no big actors or anything in it. I think it's probably one of the best blockbusters of the year. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.